Good evening and welcome to the Power Chat series. Today we're doing a post show. So we're going to be talking about the Rumble in the Burg with Zeta, Teo, and their father, Shane. So, how are you all doing today?
We're great. Thank you. Great. Sorry.
I'm so excited to have this karate family on. So, we're going to be talking about Rumble in the Burg. So, how about Shane? Let's kick it off with from sort of that maybe that parent perspective, how it went for you guys.
Well, I'm a parent and a judge in the ISKL circuit, so I didn't get the chance to see these guys live. I got to see some videos afterwards, but I thought the energy was great. There was good competitors, and from my takeaway, it was a really good tournament.
Awesome. So Zeta, I'm sure you trained super hard for this event. Tell me a little bit more about some of the divisions that you did, and what it was like just being on the mat to perform.
Good, baby. So she's nervous. She did point sparring at this tournament. She focused on sparring for this tournament.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. And Zeta, how long have you been doing martial arts?
Seven.
About 2 years.
2 years. So you're 9 now?
I'm still 8.
She's 8. Yep.
8. Okay, cool. Well, we'll get a little bit more into some of your favorite things about martial arts, but we'll circle back on that now. So, Teo, how did the event go for you performance-wise?
I thought it was really fun. Uh, I thought I had good energy, and it was a fun tournament.
One of the things that when I talked to the promoters, they really wanted to have that energy. I think that there was last year there was like a drum line. This year there was a surprise that they didn't want to tell me in advance. What was that surprise?
It was a kind of like a performance dance team that kind of came in and gave a nice intermission for the tournament, and but it was a good boost of energy. They couldn't get the drum line back, but it was a really cool. They put on a great performance.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I see Zeta gave a thumbs up right there. I bet it was fun. It was fun to watch. A little bit of a breath of fresh air. Fun. Okay,
Yeah.
so you got to judge Shane, and didn't get to watch your own kids. But what was some of the other competition like? Good competition. Tell me about that.
Yeah, there was some great competition. I had a chance to be in the first timers ring, which was just kind of fun because you see those small ones push through their nerves to compete for the first time, and that was rewarding. And then on the other side of the spectrum, there was some good. They weren't in my ring. But there was a lot of some underbelt adults that were able to get in some sparring at the tournament. So it was a good mix. I thought a really good mix.
Yeah, they wanted to get some of those like parents who might train alongside. Shane, do you have your own school, your own team, or are you just
No,
advocate on school?
I've been a student and training with the Cokers for about 5 years now.
Okay, wow. So I'm sure you were juggling a lot of roles, but you didn't get to compete yourself.
Right, correct.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, maybe next year you can find like 20 minutes out of the very busy day you have, but that's super cool. Okay, so which one of you guys started martial arts first?
I did. I started martial arts when I was like 7 or 6, I think.
What was it your idea to start? Tell me a little bit more about getting into it, the story behind it.
Honestly, I'll jump in and pop in, Tay. It was kind of a happy accident. We were like a lot of parents looking for an after school program, and things just worked out. That we just kind of, it kind of meant to be, and everybody fell into the right place. And here we are several years later. So it was really meant to be. It was cool.
Yeah, all three of you guys. Zeta, Teo, what's it like having your dad on the mat with you sometimes for classes?
I feel happy.
Oh, what
I think
about
it's
you?
I think it's pretty cool to have him on the mat.
Yeah, I remember training, and sometimes before my dad did martial arts before I did before I was born, and then I got into it and he stopped. And sometimes as a competitor, I would be like, "Well, I'm out here, right? Like I'm the one doing it." If I would ever get feedback from my dad, and then he ended up rejoining. It's just a special dynamic when you're going through, you're sweating, like you're doing all the drills with your own parents. So tell me a little bit more, Shane. where, I mean, the competition sphere, Rumble in the Burg, just how have you seen it kind of maybe change any over time from last
Well,
year?
yeah, so it's the ISKL. It's the second season, and so I think they're improving and growing. Good level of competition both seasons, but I think the more competitors this year, a little bit more dojos participating, and like anything, you kind of learn and as you move forward.
Teo, what is your, I guess, like goals for this season with ISKL or with competition in general?
I want to keep on winning grands for sure, and I also want to get my kata to where it needs to be so that I can compete with my kata more.
Okay, so you won fighting at this at this tournament?
Yes.
Okay, so you want to, that's an interesting take, since I feel like the older kids get, they'll want to go right into fighting and then maybe drop forms, but you want to pick up forms a little bit more.
Yeah.
Is it extreme, traditional, or what are you kind of focusing on, and what is it that really makes you want to master that side of it?
I'd like to get better at my kata, so that I can do it more at the tournaments and compete with that more.
Yeah, awesome. And then Zeta, you fought. Do you do your own? Do you do weapons or anything else like that?
On my first tournament, I did kata.
Did you what's your weapon? A bow?
Um,
Do you use a bow kata? Yes.
no.
You need a bow? Bow is what she uses at the dojo for her weapons, kata.
Okay, gotcha. Cool, awesome. All right, so what's your sort of like training schedule for all three of you? And then obviously you balance school as well. What's that like, Shane, getting all three of you to practice?
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of parents, there's a lot of moving parts. So Zeta elementary school age, and she's able to do the after school program, which is really helpful in terms of convenience. Teo middle school age does after school and is able to do the evening classes.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, they have an older sibling, Eli, that was regularly training with this as well. He got busy with high school sports for a bit, but still comes in, and we're trying to get him back into dojos as his schedule can allow. So we're trying to do as much as we can as a family in here. But the schedule's a challenge, but we figure it out.
For sure. And then, do you guys do any other sports as well, like school sports or things like that, or is it just your older brother?
I used to do school track when the track season was happening, and I used to do flag football.
Okay, fun. Okay, so you get to get a little bit of cross training, some of that endurance in there as well, and I'm sure very busy to cheer different things on to keep for your parents. Okay, well, so there was what was the award? What were the awards for this event? Medals, trophies?
Go ahead and tell them, guys.
Trophies and medals. First,
Which one? What did you take home, Zeta?
trophy.
Okay.
And
these
really awesome hoodies that the grand champions won at
hoodies.
this one. Yes. That's okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys got hoodies. I love a good hoodie. Do you have you worn it around yet, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, I wear it to school sometimes.
Have you worn it to school, Zeta?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
You get any? I'm sure you've gotten some cool questions or compliments from it. It's a good conversation starter.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. One more piece of laundry that you have to do, right, Dad?
Yeah, exactly. But
okay.
no, the hoodies are awesome, and they were only for those that won grands at that tournament, which I thought was a really cool touch.
Mm-hmm.
And Teo, you want to tell them what else you got for this one?
I also got like a really cool ring.
Teo got the power ring at this tournament.
Oh, awesome! Nice. It's a big ring, right?
Oh yeah, it's heavy.
It is heavy. Cool. So then you can put that on display. Where do you, Zeta, do you keep your trophies and medals in your room? Where do you put your stuff?
I put them in my room on top of like a closet thing.
Yeah, like a shelf.
Like a drawer or something like that?
Yeah, like a shelf. Yeah.
And Teo, where do you put yours?
On top of my closet thing.
Yeah. They have shelves in their closets is what they're talking about.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. In the closet, but displayed on the shelves. Eventually, you're going to have like a separate, it's going to start taking over your entire house. Just wait. So ISKL, when did you guys start really competing?
Go ahead.
I've been competing for a while, probably when I was like 10 or 11. And I started in the USA Sport Karate and then more recently in the ISKL.
Yeah, so do you still do, oh, sorry, Zeta, go ahead.
This is my first year of doing tournaments.
Yeah, this is her first season of regularly doing tournaments. So this was a big kind of courage momentum season for her.
Zeta, what do you think of it? It's your first year. What are your thoughts on it?
It was kind of scary, but it was fun.
Yeah. And eventually the scary part just sort of starts to wear off, right? Teo can tell you. How do you, if you could get a pulse on your nerves before the event, how has that changed over time, Teo?
Is it helped me perform better? So I'm not nervous when I do my kata. It helps me perform better when I'm not nervous. Yeah.
Yeah, palms sweaty, things like that. So yeah, Zeta, it's eventually just going to become second nature for you. A little bit of nerves are okay though. That always keeps you on your game.
Sure.
Well, what is the next event for you guys? So you talked about the goals to, train, obviously, to get those forms down. What are some of the things on your schedule, Shane?
Well, Teo, why don't you answer this one first? What's your next tournament?
My next tournament, I'm going to be going to the Pan Ams.
Fun. That's in just a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Zeta? Are you going to compete at Pan Ams?
We're still talking about that one.
I don't know.
It would be fun. Well, I encourage you to, and then maybe even Shane. Do you plan on judging at Pan Ams or?
Not Pan Ams, no. I may have another judging opportunity outside ISKL over the summer, but not at Pan Ams. I'll enjoy being a parent at this one in a few weeks.
Yeah, it's a whole nother level of stress. I see Zeta clapping because I'm sure she wants you ringside, but cool. Okay, well, great. Is there anything else as we think about Rumble in the Burg? So this is the second year. You guys plan to go back next year?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I thought the tournament was a great. I had good vibes, and yeah, I thought the tournament went off really well. It was a good, fun tournament.
Great. I mean, the whole family's happy. So it's a good message, a good family oriented event. So I think that's really what they were shooting for. So, well, congratulations on your power ring and your grands, and also just raising two awesome kids, Shane. So
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for coming on the Power Chat series. For people watching, thanks for tuning in. Congratulations to you guys as well as the promoter for the Rumble in the Burg, and I can't wait to see who comes back onto the show for next year.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.